Yep, let's do chapter 11, the Diaspora series. We are moving fast, man. The story is being serialization of my 25 years. 25 years is a long time, people. I'm the old man about town. Been there, done that, seen that, whatever. And that's the story. So we are in 2005. I think we can stick around there and see what more we can before we go to 2006, because 2006 on its own had a lot of things going on, you know. Ebintu byali bingi. Now I set myself a challenge or a target or a mission that I need to get to know more about. Hello, see you. All right. Yeah, about London. London, but it's not London. Is just the name of the city of London. Kampala munene. But because it's a generic reference, it kind of seems to put things in one boat. That kind of simplistic way of understanding. Kegus, don't be tough. Toilet tough, man. Kegus, you're on fire now. So, Charlie Wechite, this is how things were going. The 5 years or the 4 years of my study, they are 5 years because the first year I came on a holiday. I came for a visit, a study tour with my girlfriend, a shopping holiday, where I was a tourist. I had my money coming here to enjoy, and I returned back to Uganda. Unfortunately, I broke up with my girlfriend while in the UK here. We broke up. She moved on. I returned back to Uganda. End of. This is going to explain the many horror stories that I would start picking up while I'm here. Nti oleta omuntu nemutabuka kuno sijui bitaibe na biwanvu neze kati my own lived experiences. We are now coming back through what was a new sphere of influence. If it was in Uganda, it would have been different. Kati tuli kumawanga, tuli bagwira. Hey, sibyangu. So the 4 years then as a student, I really didn't soak up much. Because I didn't have my heart in seeing myself in the diaspora. The Charlie War. My feelings were divided. Okay, do I know I'm here to study? That was my motive for the 4 years, 2001, 2, 3, and 4. Ultimately, returning back, I packed up all my stuff, shipped everything, cargo, Emirates. Because I sent my consignment of things, personal effects, tax-free, except returning student. I took into bingi, suitcases, boxes, and all those things loaded up, and then I returned. I returned on the 10th of December 2004. And I remember that flight very, very well. Hi, Patience. How are you? My people like you. My people like you. Yeah, they sent you greetings. Yes, my people from Uganda. They know you. Eh? Akati, I arrived at Entebbe Airport. On that flight, it was the best flight, I think. I drank so much. You know, back in my days when we used to fly, there was more or less an open bar on the airplane. As soon as it takes off, you go in the back at the very end where they do their catering and serving. You know the 2-3 seats just immediately. Usually they used to be empty. So me, I would sit, start ordering, requesting. Ding dong. Hey, can we help you, sir? Whiskey, spirits, anything. Omwenge gwalinga ku nnyonyi. Kambabulire. Bw'oba oli munywi mulungi ngamba si nti onywa bunywi kutamiira naye ng'onywa omwenge gw'ekizungu, you would enjoy the flight. Now, as the flight goes on, usually in between such like long haul flights, there is nothing in between to do. So after like 1 hour, 2 hours, the air hostesses sit back. Some of them jet lag, bored and all that. So they have nothing much to do apart from wait out for the what? The call outs. But most of the time people are going to be falling asleep. People are sleeping. You know, people are tired on the flight. So me, I'm at the back chatting, what, this and that, you know, vibing, you know. When you're vibing, the sijana babuli abinji nyokubanga temunja bitegeera. Abasinga bonna ba air hostesses ng'abaana bato back in my days baalinga abaana bato 22, 23, 24 nga balungi. Kiraba sijja balimba. Byabangawo bintu bingi nnyo ebyabeerangawo ku nnyonyi okwo. Naye yo flight yange esembayo, gosh people, natuuka Entebbe essaawa 9. That's when the flight landed. Neerabira ebintu ku carousel. You know the carousel that goes around with the luggages. As soon as I came off the plane, I remember we were put on the tarmac. There was no chute. Walked down, arrivals, checked in, my car was waiting for me outside. Sweet, zoom off. Then along the way we remembered, we forgot the luggage, so we have maybe much of my personal belongings. I had sent them cargo. Yeah, I had sent them 2-3 weeks earlier, but I had to come back and clear them. I had to come back and clear them. I had so many things, gifts, presents, and all that. Perfumes, nice deodorants, things like that. Me, that's what I used to do. Genda Kororo. Dinari mpangusiza ennyumba. Kololo ku lusozi. Kati nga amahoteri gatandise okuntama. Nasala kubeera mu hotel. So you get a house. Kati before even A and B came about, A and B. Kailaba ikegusire ebintu binali mbikola already. A, B and B, whatever you call it now today. Nze nabirimu. I prefer to rent out a house for about a week, settle in, and then get about with my business. That is 2004. Nkomawe Uganda. I want to benchmarking ewonyo kubanga wali emboozi yonna. Kiraba Christmas comes around, had a lot of fun. Omugaga akomyewo, omusama akomyewo, naye nga ekintu ekyokumpita omusama nga sikyagala. I detested being called a musama. You know, it didn't sound good on me. It did. I didn't feel myself being called musama, whatever. You know, nzenga erinnya eryali limu boss. Bossa, you get the what? Kegus, the boss. Bossa, you get the bossas. What I go to Musama, it's like they are decapitating you. You know, you feel like, okay, you're naive, you're this and that. Then I stop chuga. Of course, wali bantia nyonyo. Tebantegera, first of all. The Salim generation, eyabavubuka. Abayagala nnyo obutaala. No, I was an enigma. Either ondaba bulabi oba otegeera butegeezi nti oyo ali awo alina okuba nga w'amaanyi. Correct. Kampala nga ngibeera mu 2005 January, trying to set myself back in my businesses, trying to get things back in line. There's ideas nyingi nnyo. Kati olwo ngenda kugulawo internet cafe. Kakati ku Ivory Plaza mwabajjukira obulungi ennyo. 1999 omukyala bamuyita Florence Sempala. General Computer Services. Mukimanyi nti eyo kampani eyo yali gundi yange. Wansi ku ground floor. Internet cafe esooka Kampala ezimu kuzaasooka. Nga nina mu ssente. Internet cafe, Ivory Plaza, General Computer Services. Kakati olwo waaliwo clash byawanvuwa kubanga nze nali ndese ideas endala nyingi nnyo sijja bigendamu naye ke nali nfunye contract yamaanyi nnyo. Contract eyo kati people are beginning to take over people's businesses. Kati kyalinga bwe kiti. There was a certain way of doing things that had come around in Kampala. Njita imitating. Olinga ja imitating a business yo. Nga akujjawo. Ngendo okudda ku, do you remember opposite Pioneer Mall? Waliwo ka mall munda omwo yali KCC Club House. Yes, it is because that's where my dad used to be the patron of the supporters of KCC. But later on it became a smaller arcade. But next to Mapera House, there's a gap in between. The KCC Club House, Mefoka Arcade. But our names offices. Nentekamu computers nalinze ne computer 12 premium. Is it Pentium, whatever, high speed. Tugenda kutandika ekintu formula ndala. Mwana ebintu byange bimera kati you begin to clash with people. Waliwo ebyali bintabula, ogenda kino, ogenda mu telecom companies, ogenda wakola ki nga buli kimu kifu. You couldn't move things. Kati olwo ne business Paramount Investments. Mufuna bulungi nnyo kati Paramount Investments yali mu gaming. Slot machines, poker machines, blah blah blah, pool tables, yani byonna ng'abaana babizanyiddemu nnyo. Ate nga ne industry tandise okukyuka. Kakati olwo nga baleese betting atandikira awo. Kati had the entire pioneered the gaming machines. Kubanga tewaliwo na policy guidelines. Government yalina idea ku kintu ekyo. Ng'ekirabanga Justin Doze, ng'ekirabanga Ludo oba gundi matatu. Naye nga ssente yali mu byuma. Ffe tusooka okugikwata. Kegus. The billionaire. Kati olwo baleesa amateeka. Hey, paperwork, everything is practically pushing out the players that were there by executive betting. Kati ne computers nga ziyingidde ekintu kati abajjukira ebiseera ebyo nga much of the betting is online, internet olwetandika okujja broadband. Kati ye Kampala Kegus tabaddeewo, so things like that. So those who would want to know the situation as it was, as it were, why I offloaded the company. Ebima nabitunda ebima twabitunda kyengamba, and nenkwata zenkutte. Of course it was a very big amount of money. Sente zaali mpitirivu nnyo. Ebima nabitu baba babitwala na up country, Sudan, sijui Congo. Of course you need to look for virgin territory, which I could do myself, but now there was no longer any time for that. I could have done that, but I had done it in 97, 98. When I get the Mbale, Palisa, Busia, Iganga, everywhere you go, it was like hustling, real hustle. So the one who bought those machines, or the ones who bought the machines, or the pool tables, pool tournament mujjukireyo byonna byali mu Paramount, ne muneereta pool tournament awo Capital Pub, bingi nnyo bye nalimu. Kati ebyo biseera biri mu 98, 99, twingira 2000 nga the whole market. Hello darling, how are you? You're going?
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. The whole market is saturated. So to date, bw'olaba pool table ina weeri, manya nti oyo muvubuka yaleeta pool table wano mu Uganda. Kati abalala natandika okuzireeta bayimpoota, bw'aleeta kamunye asamu pool table bbiri. Pool table zifuna kiralo. Pool table yali ekola ssente zenzimu ne kamunye ey'emiliyoni emeka. Kiraba? Kati 2005 ndi Uganda nkomyewo. Kati nina kukola decision ntunde buli kimu neyongereyo. So those who would want to ask the question that Uganda yali ennemye, no yayita ennemye, saalimuwako kintu kyonna, naye n'obudde bwali bungenzeeko bungi ya time, naye nkuze kati 2005, how old do you think I was? Bwe mba mukazi bandibye. Kegusi yali andibidde. No. Buli mukazi mulungi yali ayagala Kegusi. Sweet boy. Kankubuulire. Nyandowoozamu okuddingana ne Bettina yali biwanvu. If I had reconciled with Bettina, I would have stayed in Uganda. But it was all water under the bridge, like I always say. I think I can continue from where I am. Let me return back to the UK. That is 2005, end of January, people. Now I make the decision that I have to live with a bank. Kegus has to send off. Kakati, during that time, like I told you, I was partying every night. Buli wamu omanyi Sabrina, Wandexi, Ground Zero, sports bars everywhere. Buli wamu I attack. No, I need to find somewhere that would connect with fun properly. Katioro Angenois ina executive kati gye mwayitaga governor, ffe twasooka mu Angenois Kegusi nga kikyalina kiduula bwe kiti kidandali eyali prison officers mess is it police officers mess, something like that, yali holo. Soul disco mwetandikira okubira chali lubega. So once you've seen something, it becomes part of you. Kati nga bwetwakubanga echoes 88, 89 until 92 mundimu A-level ne bampayo n'omulimu. I was a fixture there in echoes. Teri muntu atamanyi kegu school slider. Nazinanga ku dance floor kati zezo transit days ebizibya bemujjukira ebyemisana bitwakubanga. So Angeno was the best place. Nengamba nti Friday, Saturday, then Monday, I'm on the flight back to London. Siraba. So ebintu bingi nnyo ebize contributing up to that very point. Abaagala okumanya lwaki nava e Uganda. And then going forward. Wow. Ate naye kirala. Ogenda okulaba. Hi Mooks. You're right, buddy?
Bro.
Yeah, good man.
Have a nice day, bro.
I'm fine. Yeah. So, and then ngana abawala bakyuse, abasinga bakuze, bawasizza, bazadde. Most of what I was very proud with was that I was able to be part of so many of my girlfriends going forward in their lives, especially their weddings. Yeah, left, right, and center. Between 2001, 2, 3, 4, a lot of them were getting married. Hey, kego sori kuchi, kego sifutu, kego sifu, ego nego mamu kututeko, kego. Don't care, man. Kati, kano kenaimba de care London. Nako ka challenging nnyo because at that point, I could have gotten married as well. I could have gotten married and settled down. Akajja kufuna omukazi e London. But in terms of okwepanka, I feel like I'm above the water. Mubimanyi ebyo. Naye nga, of course, abawala abalungi bona limbaagala. Hey! Ate nga ndi mugabi, ngaba. I was always very, very generous. Very, very generous. Zenagaba sasuli abana school fees makerere whatever so much good mzee mulwadde bitebe na set. I've always been generous. Sene zabeerangawo ate zekivubuka teziruma. Kiraba. Atwalina kyenabagamba nti ebintu binakola mu 20s kati nyingira 30s nali sisobola kulaba myself nga mbikola. Oshiraba kusula mu ngatto kuchakala byani byonna. So when I returned back in 2005, Mazok kola the last dance in Uganda. Ningamba nti kankigalire wano ogwo omwaka gwonna summertime nga nkomyewo bingi nnyo ebijja mu chapter 12. Kati mutegedde bulungi nnyo where everything is coming from. No, I remember I had to first buy the ticket, my return ticket. Ngenda mu Emirates, lunaku lwe njagala okutambula. Wala abanyamba nnyo mu Emirates Air. Bajjukira abasinga ngamba wa sente. I was always nga buli kimu you have to facilitate. Genda mu mabanka DFC oba Standard Chartered Bank. Nga all the girls could tell. Eza lunch, jake eza lunch. Mwena muli bameka omu, babiri, basatu, bana, batano. Bali mu boxes zaabwe. Bajjako million emu. Buli omu 1M. Nga baliyo kabawunga. No, of course I was making big withdrawals, big money. So kyekyayi kibanjagaza ennyo. And kye nabagamba nti I was in the bank and then I was requesting to open an international bank account. Nga tebabitegeera. Nabagamba no, kati engeri gye nali njogeramu waliwo minisita w'amaanyi ali mu banka omwo naye nawulira bye nali njogera kati ng'alaba muntu munnayuganda ate ayagala international account agikozesa ki? Nze omu, I think I'm the one who brought that concept of international banking accounts in that bank. Oba ne mu Uganda monna. Nga nina account mu dollar. You people. Era ne baginzigulirawo bulungi nnyo. They had to do currency exchange. Kakati olwo bo nga balina forex bureau exchange. You people. Ne bampa ne visa card eya Standard Chartered Bank. Visa card naginonena mu banka mwennyini omwo. So that would explain so many things. But anyway, ngenda mu Emirates waggulu awo ku All Saints Church. Is it All Saints Church? Nzijayo tiketi. Abala baali bamanyi already. They knew me. Emirates, Qatar Airways, Kenya Airways, ne Ethiopian. Nabo baali bamanyi kuba nabo nabatambulira muko. So kyetegeeza nti ebyokutambula nali left, right and center. Byonna nga I'm in between. Ngate nga manyi formula yaabwe. I knew how they work. You know, booking, passenger manifest, byonna nali emisomyo mu shipping and transport. Yana tukanga nga njogera nabo nga banjagala olwagala. Gojja kuba boss waffe. I don't know. I can open up a travel agent if I want. Mbawe emirimu. Nga baseka. No, you man, you're very proud. They booked me my travel, confirmed. I remember even tipping them. Narwamu nnyo nga nkwana. Very beautiful girls. Yeah. Kati nga tebamanyi nti ngenda basiibula. I was saying my goodbye. So then I prepare that week Friday tuyingira Ange. Mulaba nti mwakubanga endulu ku mugenzi Semwanga bwe yayingiranga Ange. Kati abo balabiranga ku nze Kegusi. Bwale South Africa ebiseera naye of course kati aba South Africa bagenda okuyingirawo bayugumye Kampala nga nze ndi eno Uganda. Nali kakati ekintu kitaano olekera kati abaana baddewo kati kiringa Bulaaya naye tugenda kugireka komewo mutusaa ku farm ndiko Paradise Love Island Entebbe ne ku farm tewayi kirala kipya kibeerawo kyewuunyisa. That's the way things are, people. Anyway, kakati Kegus storylines zigenda mu maaso bwezityo. Story of Diaspora eri conflicting, you know, eri back to back. Wana toba nti nno ng'omuntu gwe baleese obuleese Bulaaya. Bwe baba bakuleese buleesi bangi nnyo bayita mbuyisi mu Kampala ne bajja e London. Eno omuntu akoze kisitore talina family. Ne bamugamba abaleete. Nze sayina bintu ng'ebyo. Era abantu bonna benayambanga okujja ku Bulaaya kuno n'abakoleranga paperwork. Bwereere free tewaliwo ebintu ate osabiriza ssente ate ebita byonna nze nayamba abantu bangi nnyo awo nawona tugenda kutuukawo nnyo bafamire bali kuno cousins and everybody nsajja gwe tukwagala otukoledde ebintu bingi nnyo. You've shaped our family, you've inspired us, whatever. So Do you have any questions for Mr. Patrick, people? Okie dokie. Yeah. Let's go.